Welcome to today's session. In this session, we'll continue with the Module 4 as per VTU syllabus. The Module 4 contains 8051 timers and serial communication. Okay, we'll begin with the part A of Module 4 in which timers and counters. Okay, there will be the difference between timer and a counter. Okay, now very important is that how we distinguish a timer and a counter. Okay, let us take 8051 will be generating a constant frequency clock cycle. Okay, as previously we seen, it is generating of 11.0592 megahertz clock frequency. If I want to generate different clock cycle frequency, okay, we use with the timers. Okay, I hope you understood. Okay, let us take, okay, means my clock frequency will be 11.0592. Okay, if I want to able to generate different cycles from this, we use it, we call it as a timers. Okay, counters, okay, counters are nothing but if something external happening or external event is happening. Okay, let us assume that my 8051 is connected. Okay, means its clocks are connected to few of the LED. Okay, let us take that LED 1 is connected. Okay, one LED is connected to 8051. Imagine, okay, this LED will be on for one clock and off for the next clock. Okay, let us assume that we don't know, we can't able to count how many number of clocks. At least from my eyesight we can able to see the LED will be on or off, means it is glowing or not glowing. Okay, let us assume that LED has been glown for 10 times, means my count will be 10, means 10 clocks are able to generated from 8051, means it is called as a counter, means I can able to count number of clocks, depends on my applications. Okay, so like this I can use my 8051 either in timer mode or in counter mode. Okay, now there are, like, if I say how can I use this 8051 in this timer and counter. Okay, so in order to support this, 8051 has two registers. Okay, timer 0 and timer 1 register. Okay, both are of 16-bit. Okay, both timers are of 16-bit, but my 8051 is supported with only for 8-bit. Okay, so how do I make it? Okay, it will be divided into two parts, that is lower 8-byte and higher 8-byte. Okay, I hope you understood. That is a lower 8-byte and higher 8-byte, means both the timers are divided into two parts. Okay, 8-bit and 8-bit. Okay, when I say that is how we say timer 0 and timer 1 registers. Okay, you don't think as something like very special type of registers, how this will be something like a very different way of approaching or different way of using. No, it will be operated similarly how we are used with a different register. There is a normal register, that is like A, B, R1, R2, like this. Okay, now look at here. Okay, as I told previously, okay, timer will be composed of two parts, lower part and a higher parts. We can see here, okay, it is divided into TL0 and TH0, that is a lower byte and a higher byte of timer 0. Okay, I hope you can see timer 0. Okay, and similarly there is a one more timer 1, lower byte and higher byte, TL1 and TH1. Okay, TL0 also consists of 8 bits, D0 to D7. Of course, TH, the higher byte will be from D8 to D15. Together are 16-bit. If I say timer 0, only timer 0, I mean to aiming for 16 bit. If I say timer 1, I am aiming for 16 bit. If I say TL0, okay, look at here, TL0, timer lower byte, okay, that is 0th timer of lower byte. I hope you understood. TH0, if I say, which timer I am using? Timer 0, okay, which byte? That is a higher byte. T for timer, H for higher byte, O for timer 0. Like this, simple coding here, simple as that. Okay, if I say TL1, okay, timer 1, if I say 1, timer 1, okay, which byte? Lower byte. TH1, okay, timer, which timer? First timer, which byte? Higher byte. Okay, that is how we can code it for to understand simply. Okay, so you need not be confused. Okay, look at here, there is a few instruction I given here. As I told the statement previously, we are going to be considered these registers as a normal registers. We are operating with a normal register. We don't have like any special instruction to operate these registers. You consider as a normal one. Okay, look at here, move TL0 hash 4FH. I hope you understood. If I mention hash, okay, you can recall it is an immediate addressing mode in which 4F is a data, it is copied into TL0 register. Okay, now you may see that TL0, okay, I am using which timer? Timer 0. Which byte? Lower byte. Okay, means 4F is copied into lower byte of TL0. Okay, similarly, in the second instruction, TH0, R5 means what? The content of which timer? Timer 0. Which byte? Higher byte is copied into R5 register. Okay, I hope this point will be clear. Okay, there need not be any confusion about using of TL0 and TH1, TH0, TH1. Okay. Now both the timers, okay, now if I want to configure, okay, now I told the word configure, okay, timer 0, timer 1, okay, then how do I operate? Then how do they act? Okay, depends on register tmod. Means I have to configure these timers using tmod register. I hope you understood. There is a timer mode register. It is used to configure my timers. Okay, and there is like only one timer. There is a timer mode register. Okay, it is of 8-bit. Timer mode is 8-bit. Okay, in below I shown here. Okay, this is what we are shown here. It is a timer mode register. Okay, now this is only one register. It is used to configure my timers. How many timers are there? 2 timers. There is a 0 and 1 timer. Okay, now it is the timer mode tmod. It is a tmod. It is divided into 2 parts. There is a lower nibble and higher nibble. Okay, there is a higher 4 bits and lower 4 bits. Okay, the lower 4 bits are used to configure my timer 0 and upper 4 bits are used to configure my timer 1. Okay, now look at here. Okay, now look at this point here. Okay, when I say that is very important to configure my tmod. Okay, because look at only the timer 0 4 bits. Okay, it contains with m0, m1. Okay, we'll see what are the functions and operation of each one. m0, m1, next bit will be c comma t. Either you can use it as a counter mode or you can use it as a timer mode. As I told, it is a timing mode to generate a different clock frequency, or you can use it as a counter mode. And next bit will be gate, means the lower 4 bits. Okay, m0, m1, c comma t, gate. For which timer? Timer 0. Similarly, same bits. Okay, but it is going in for higher bits, higher nibble. Okay, m0, m1, c comma t, gate. Okay, now they both will be same, m0, m1, c comma t, gate. Okay, now you need not worry about that. What the information will be carrying in lower nibble will be different and the higher nibble will be different. But just for our use to configure my timers, okay, they are divided in two parts. Okay, but the operations, okay, will be discussing only once. Okay, now look at here. Okay, as that's what, like I told you, okay, you don't say that, okay, now here I shown with like arrows, okay, with the red and all this, okay, don't say that I discuss only for timer 1. Okay, no, it's the same operation, it is hold goods for timer 0 also, but operation, okay, but the bit positions are different, no? Okay, now look at here, I'll take here 1, okay, timer 1, m0 m1. If I say m0 and m1, okay, there are 2 bits together we have to use. You need not use it individually. m0 and m1 will be used together. Okay, there of course there are the 2 bits. Okay, now what is the bit length of my timers? It is a 16 bit. Have you understood? It is a 16 bit timer. Okay, now if m0 and m1 are 00, you are operating in mode 0. Okay, be just concentrate on this one, means you are using with the mode 0. Okay, and your timer is operating with 13 bit, means what I told, okay, the total timer bits, timer 0 and timer 1 are of 16 bit. Okay, out of that we are using 13 bits, means what, okay, if I consider timer 0, okay, of course we are using TL0 all 8 bits, and okay, sorry, okay, if I'm using for the timer 0, okay, timer 0, okay, I'm using all 8 bits, that is a higher bits, okay, that is 8 bit, okay, that, and lower 5 bits I'm using if you are operating in mode 0. Okay, look at this, means that is 8 bits, okay, this is for 5 bits. Okay, if I'm using here, look at this one, okay, T0, timer 0, okay, means I'm using, okay, lower 5 bits of this one, 8 bits of this, okay, 3 bits, okay, there the discuss, okay, we'll see with how we are going to be using this one. Okay, I hope you understood. Okay, that is timer 0, okay, timer 1 in mode 0. If m0 and m1, okay, 0 1, means you are using in mode 1, means you are operating in mode 1. Okay, for the timer all the bits, okay, that's the 16 bits are used, means THX and TLX. Okay, here X stand for 0 or 1, okay, are cascaded. There is no prescaler. Okay, we'll see prescaler is nothing but a division. Okay, we'll discuss here when we are doing with the programming, we'll see here. Okay, now if it is 1 0, okay, means m1 is 1, m0 is 0, you are using in mode 2, means it is 8-bit auto reload. We say it's a 8-bit auto reload, in which 8-bit reload timer counter. Okay, now the very important is that THX, any of the timer, okay, there is a higher byte, okay, holds a value which is to be reloaded, okay, TLX each time it overflows. Okay, this is very important here. Okay, you may not be understanding this one at this moment here. Okay, when I'm performing the programming here, you'll come to know how it will be, okay, reloading it. Okay, in which mode? Time in mode 2, okay, THX, okay, it will be continuously reloading. Okay, look at just a simple operation here. One way I share THX. What is the size of THX? It's 8-bit. Okay, now how the data, if I start counting from 0 to 1 2 3 up to like this, up to FF, hexadecimal FF. Okay, again once it is reaches the FF, okay, again it will be reloading with a 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 to FF, reloading. This is a process we call it a reloading. Okay, TLX, each time it overflows. Okay, we'll come to know how it will be getting overflow here. Okay, now if both will be 1 1, okay, it is in mode 3, split timer mode. Okay, now the same here. Okay, same will be applicable for timer 0 also, M0 M1. Okay, you can operate with any of the mode 0 1 2 3. I hope the concept of mode is very clear for you. Okay, it will be depends on the lower 2 bytes of which register? T mode register. This is for T mode register. Look at here, I mention it here. T mode register. This is a T mode register. Okay, simply say, if I say this will be like 0 0 0 0. Okay, 0 0 for which timer? Timer 0. Okay, now timer 0, M0 M1 or 0 0 means which timer 0 is operating which mode? Mode 0. Okay, now independently you can operate, no problem. Okay, now if I say 1 0 1 0, which bit? M1 and M0. Okay, M1 and M0, which timer? Timer 1. Okay, what's in which mode they are operating? They are operating in mode 2. Okay, depends on your operation, you set this bits here. Okay, now we'll separately we'll see what you mean by C and T. Okay, that is a counter or a timer mode. Okay, there is a counter will be operated or it will be in gate 1. Okay, okay, now there's a bit will be like a third bit of each timer will be C, that is a C clock or for timer. It decides to be used as a delay generator or event counter. As I discussed in the first slide itself only, we are going to be generating for different delays or we are using it as a event happening operation. It will be decided here. If C comma T, okay, because it is single bit, either you can expect only the one bit here, either it will be 0 or it will be 1. If C comma T is 0, okay, means it is used for timer, means we are using it for time delay generation. Okay, if I say time delay generation means I am using it, means I am using it for generation of different delays. From where should I get this delay? Of course I should get the delay from which one? From the master clock. Which is a master clock? I say the master clock will be produced or continuously generated from 8051. Okay, from which one? It's a crystal. Okay, it's a crystal oscillator. Crystal oscillator is continuously generating this. Okay, now if I say this is my clock 8051. Okay, this is a crystal frequency. It is we can't change this crystal frequency because it is a fixed device. Okay, fixed device installed in a 8051, so it is giving a constant frequency. So if I want to get a different clocks from this one, okay, we call it as a timer. Okay, as I stated in the previously. Okay, means it is attached to 8051. Okay, look at this. I may get here different clocks. Okay, the clock of this will be different, the clock period will be different, but from where I get here? From standard. How much here? 11.0592. Okay, approximately you may state here for your understanding. Okay, as attached to the 8051. Okay, now there's a very important is that note, frequency for the timer is always 1/12 of the frequency of crystal attached, means it will be like 1/12 of this. Okay, there's a divide, we have to divide it, okay, by 1/12 of the frequency what the crystal is attached to this, means 8051 crystal frequency from, okay, we can have a different makers who are generating with a different frequency, from 10 megahertz to 40 megahertz. Okay, now if I say 10 megahertz crystal frequency, okay, it is generated by 8051, that is a 1/12 will be available. Okay, because why I took a 12, I hope it will be clear from the module 3. Okay, there is like 12 machine cycles, so 12 we are using it. Okay, now we have to look at, okay, for the particular frequency, that is for 11.0592 megahertz. Okay, now here in this slide the very important is that using of c comma t. Okay, if it is 0, very clear. Okay, time delay generation. Okay, if it is for t, okay, we are using it for a counter. Okay, if it is for c, it is for time delay generation. If it is t, okay, timer. Okay, there is a counter operations we will see here. Okay, now this is in this slide we'll see with a simple example. Okay, now look at here. You need to be indicate which mode and which timer are selected for each of the. Okay, now the very first instruction, move tmod 01. Okay, means what? Tmod is the register in which 01 is copied. Okay, if I say 01, look at here, bit combinations are given previously. Okay, it will be like indicated with like a gate. Okay, I repeat here, gate c comma t. Okay, m1 comma m0. Okay, now these are the bit configurations. Okay, you need to indicate. Okay, now mode 1. Okay, mode 1, so the same will be repeated for the next also. Mode 1. Okay, which timer? Okay, now which timer here? 01. Okay, that is what 1 0 0 1. Mode 1, timer 0 is operated in which mode? Mode 1. Similarly, if I go here, look at here, you need not worry about all the bits here. Okay, now what is the bits here? Okay, 1 0 1 0. Okay, 1 0 in the sense what? T mode will be indicated with the 1 0, means what? Timer 1. Okay, timer 1 is in which mode? Mode 2. Okay, now if I set with the bits, 2 bits here, 2 bits here. Okay, timer 0 operating in timer 0. Okay, is operating in mode 2. Timer 1 is operating in mode 1. Okay, that depends on your bits. These are the bits, it's not the standard you set, depends on your requirement. Okay, I hope this will be clear here. Okay, now that is what 0 1 20. Okay, 12 are loaded and configured here. Okay, now this is one more example we'll see. Okay, now I told, okay, because the crystal frequency will be fixed, we can't change it. Okay, it will be all the way, it will be divided by that is a 1/12 of the frequencies available. Okay, now find the timer's clock frequency and its period for various 8051 based system with crystal frequency of 11.0592 megahertz. Okay, assume that c comma t bit of mode, okay, there is a t mode is in 0, means I'm using in timer 0. Okay, now when I say if c comma t is 0, okay, now you are using in a timer mode. Okay, use for time delay generation. Okay, the clock source for the time delay is crystal frequency of 8051. Okay, now how much here? I said 1/12 of that. Okay, means how much frequency is generating here? That is 11.0592. Okay, they divided by 12. Okay, approximately you may get here with 921.6 megahertz. Okay, means how much clock frequency is available here? Okay, means it is, if I say this is the 12, approximately 12 here. Okay, divided by 12 here means how much here? 1 microsecond of delay is available here. I hope you understood. Okay, that is approximately the clock of 1 microsecond of time delay is available at the timer mode. Okay, I hope, okay, this will be very easy for you to okay, to do the calculation here. 1/12 of that. Okay, from this one, okay, we'll conclude with the today's session. Okay, in the next session we'll see. Okay, there's a one more bit will be left out here. Okay, about a gate. Okay, that is very important here to understand here. Okay, in the coming session we'll discuss about the gate, because I not covered here, because once if I covered here gate here, okay, so that it is easy for you to understand what the mode 1, mode 2 and all this we'll see. Okay, one by one. Okay, we conclude with the today's session. Thank you.